Happy Monday morning. The week has started again. We have 1 week left till half term. You can definitely tell with the kids. My name is Lori Parks. If you are joining me live, be sure to say hi as you hop on. The camera is going a bit funny. It is that gray, cloudy, overcast weather here in the UK. Storm Kira has finally cleared out of the way, but it's still a bit windy, and it just means that it's a bit glary in the room that I'm in with the window in front of me, so the camera kind of is not quite sure what to do. So I hope that everybody had a good weekend. I hope that everybody survived Storm Kira if you were in it okay. And if you're going through it like my friends in Germany, hey Christy, how are you? Happy Monday. How are things in the US? And if you're in Storm Kira in Germany, like some of my friends, it sounds like it's going okay. Sounds like it's been hopefully far less severe than they were predicting. It was pretty windy. We have, our bedroom is upstairs in the loft or the attic. And so the last couple nights it's been like, it feels like you're in the Three Little Pigs house and that wolf is huffing and puffing and trying to blow the house down. My daughter came up one night and she's like, Mommy, it's really loud in your bedroom. And I'm like, yes, it is. Like, stay in yours tonight. It didn't happen, but you know, you can live in hope. So I am going to I put my primer on. I've used my hydrating primer today. My skin is still a bit drier in winter, so I really like the hydrating primer, and it goes on right away, so you don't have to wait for the primer to set. You can wait. I'm giving it a second anyway because I need a moment to clean my brushes. I did a liquid eyeshadow look on Friday. I didn't wear makeup all weekend. We kind of had a relaxing one. So I did a liquid eyeshadow fun look on Friday that Christy helped me with. 35 and cloudy. Oh, so it's cold there. It's warmer here because that's 35 Fahrenheit. So you're probably like 1 degree Celsius, something like that. And it's 8. A high of 8 here today, 8 Celsius, so a bit warmer, but very windy, and it feels bitter because of that cold wind. So I did that liquid eyeshadow that Christy suggested on Friday. It turned out super pretty, and I just needed to clean off my brushes because all of that was still left on it, but the brush cleaner cleans my brush in no time flat. Remember to wipe down your metal bit on your brushes as well. And you should clean your eyeshadow brushes probably whenever you use them, just because you don't want to mix colors. It keeps bacteria from getting close to your eyes, which you don't want. And I clean I'm going to give this brush a quick clean too, just one more one. This is my powder concealer brush. I'm going to use this for my setting powder at the end because I've got netball tonight, so I want everything to stay in place. And I would say all your other brushes, like your foundation brushes, I mean, look at all that foundation on there. It looked clean and it still has that in there. Your foundation brushes, I would clean once or twice a week, especially if you're not kind of changing different foundations on them. But I mean, it looks pretty clean, and look, all that's coming off. You just don't want that to sit on your brush. And this brush cleaner is great. It cleans your brushes in no time flat, and you're ready to use. So it's not a water-based brush cleaner, so you don't have to wait for it to dry. But all that came off my brushes. Oh, I'm gonna toss that. Great. Well, today it's not always about, are you better to clean your brushes before or after makeup? I probably think right after you use your makeup, it's a good time to clean them. I never remember. I'm always in a rush. So I always just clean them before. And that's what I really love about this brush cleaner, because you can clean it right before, and then you don't have to do like, the way I used to clean them before I got my brush cleaner is you'd clean it with basically my cleanser. So anything that's good enough for my skin is good enough for my brushes. So if you have a face cleanser, you could use that. Or a really gentle soap. So you want to look after your brushes. So I used to clean them at night when I remember, and then I'd hang them upside down to dry them to keep the shape of the brush. So because I don't always have time for that, this stuff makes it super easy for me to just clean them before. But if you're gonna do kind of the night dry thing and clean them, you're gonna have to clean them right after, because you'll probably need them the next day. So it's a good thing to do maybe on Sunday if you do a skincare routine on Sunday. That's what I used to do, is I did my kind of self-care Sunday with my skincare, and while that was going on, I'd clean my brushes and just hang them up and ready to go for the week. So it's personal preference, I guess. It's more, I don't know which one is better. It's probably more which one fits into your routine better, if that makes sense. So today, it's not always about the quantity of makeup that you have on your face, but sometimes it's about the quality. So it doesn't always have to kind of show up. It can you can go with some really great neutral looks. So I'm going to do a fun neutral look today. I've got kind of two of our more neutral shades of the liquid eyeshadows. This is Reverent and this is Overt. I had to check because I was debating between Overt and Ornate. Both are really nice neutral colors. These would be great on any eye color. You could wear them on their own. You could wear them combined like I'm gonna do now. And then the brown kind of goldy colors will look really great on blue eyes. They'll make blue eyes really pop. So I'm gonna start out with this Overt color, just to add a little bit of shade in. I'm not gonna need a lot of it. So what I like to do is take the brush, because it comes with its own handy dandy brush, and scrape it all off. Because it comes loaded with a ton of product when it comes out. And what I'm gonna do is just press a little bit of this into the corner. I'm gonna come in and blend that out in a second. So I'm doing kind of a two-toned, not really a smoky eye, but just a two-toned eye. I wanted a little bit of color in it, so I'm using this pretty color, which is Overt. And then I'm gonna come in with Reverent. Now, both of these come in the bundle that I'm doing this month, but the Reverent is already sold out in the UK because it is such a popular neutral color. So if you want to grab it, I think the stock is still holding in all the other countries we have, but I can check. So just write Reverent in the comments if you want me to check that for you. But I wouldn't, if you're interested in that bundle where you can save up to 30%, I wouldn't wait too long because I think this one will go soon in a lot of the different countries. It's just such a pretty champagne color, really pretty. So I've got that on the inner part of our eyes. That's the lighter color. I put the dark on the outside. And then I'm just gonna blend that lighter color across that darker color to kind of just soften it out, blend it out. It's gonna look kind of like a no makeup look. And by blending those two colors together in the middle, you can use your finger if you want. I just prefer, I've got the cream shadow brush, so it blends really nicely. And that's just kind of giving you a little bit of color, but not a ton. It's a really pretty kind of brown color, the Overt color, but more on the neutral side. Concentrating on the lashes, not the lashes yet, just the eyeshadow, but that just blends out really quickly, really easily. I'm just going back over it to kind of soften the colors. And these, you can leave it more harsh if you want a more kind of bold line with it, but today I kind of was going for that no makeup look, and it just turns out really soft, really pretty. So we're gonna finish off and do our lashes. I'm gonna prime my lashes, my lash primer. My lashes are gonna go a bit crazy for a minute and look a bit white, but this stuff makes all the difference with your mascara application. Really conditions those lashes and helps your mascara to glide on and last longer, just like any primer, just like the face and eye primers that I use. So what did everybody get up to this weekend? It was a really chilled out weekend for us because we had Storm Kira coming over. So Saturday we tried to get out and run the kids around and went to the park and played some tennis with them. And Sunday we were quite lucky they had some squash that they could do in the morning, which is like, I don't know if Americans are as familiar with squash. I definitely wasn't. It's kind of like a racquetball sport. So it's inside, you hit the ball up against the wall. My husband was really good at it, so it's kind of his sport he wants the kids to get into. Just warm up your mascara. I've got mine warming next to my body. So we did that on Sunday, and then we managed to get caught in Storm Kira on the way back. I was like a drowned rat if you saw the picture. I was not a happy camper. We had the umbrella break, one of those big umbrellas, and I'm like, oh, this surely will be fine. In the wind, oh no, it snapped it. So I need to get one of those new big umbrellas. Does anybody have a favorite brand? Kind of their favorite brand of big umbrellas? I really like the golf size ones because I feel like I can hold it and still fit the kids under, and you're not kind of that mom that feels like she has to hold it over the kids and gets drenched anyway. So if anybody has one that they would recommend, I would love a recommendation. So I'm just putting on my waterproof mascara today because, as I said, I have netball later tonight. And so this just means that, well, all my mascaras hold in place, but I guess I want one that's a little bit more sweat proof on those days that I know I'm gonna sweat. At least tonight. The game's not till tonight. So I want to put a little bit of kind of fun makeup on for the rest of the day. I'm gonna do a little bit more of that one. The camera's really freaking out. It's kind of going in and out. So what do we think of these kind of neutral eye colors? So we used Overt on the outer edge and Reverent on the inner part, but you could use Ornate as well. It's kind of a really pretty fun neutral look. And if you wanted to go even more neutral with the lashes, you could use the brown mascara. That's a great one for kind of more natural looking lashes, especially if you've got kind of lighter hair and you don't want that kind of black mascara look to it. So I'm gonna go ahead for my foundation today. I'm gonna use my BB cream. I'm gonna use my blending bed, which also probably needs a clean. I've got some good tips for how to clean your blending bud. So if you're after that, just comment and I will send you the tips on how to clean your blending buds. There's a couple of good tips because the spray is not gonna really cut it with the blending bud. So I just get my blending bud a little bit wet and then I wring it out and then I just add dots all over my face and I come in and rub that in. It's hard to see in the camera with it kind of flipping out. It looks like I've done stuff and I haven't. I'm just using the mirror off to the side. And this BB cream is great for everyday foundation. It's just a tinted moisturizer. I think it comes in 5 or 6 different shades, so it's really easy to match, color match. But it just adds a little bit of moisture back to my skin, which can be drier in winter and also in summer it needs hydration. So it just evens out my skin tone, but I can still see my freckles through it. So it feels like a lot more natural in terms of how it looks. And how it finishes up. Oop. There we go. You can also come in, I'm gonna add a little bit more. You can also come in with the shaped end and kind of get underneath your eyes. Mine is getting towards the end. I'm so grateful that all the foundation, including the BB cream, is on offer this month. So if you need to stock up, like I clearly do on my BB cream, let me know and I can help sort you out. I'll come in here with that little edge and just clean up, I don't know what I did, around the eyes. But there we go. Quick and easy foundation. It's just gonna kind of neutralize what you'd like, gonna keep your skin nice and hydrated, but also still keep it natural. So like I said, it's sometimes about the quality of your makeup, not the quantity. So I am going to do my brows, give myself a little facelift, my brow liner. I keep waiting for the last click on this. It's always the dreaded last click, but luckily I have stocked up on my brow liners so that when I've learned my lesson enough that it's not good when it clicks. So I want to make sure that I've kind of got a few in stock for me. But see how that kind of just finishes off that eye and really helps to kind of lift the face. We'll do that on the other side. So you're just lining the bottom, arching through the middle, and coming to that outer edge. And again at the top, you want to do it about 3/4 of the way up. And then you can blend it out with the spoolie edge, or you can leave it more dramatic, just depending, I guess, on your preference on that day. And then I'm just gonna draw a few in, just in the natural direction of my hairs. I think a few over here. And there we go. It just fills it in, especially my brows have gotten a lot sparser on the outer edges. It was funny. My kids were looking at old pictures the other day, and they're like, "Mommy, your eyebrows were so big." And I was like, yes, they were. I used to have these big bushy eyebrows, but I think with age and also just plucking them, they kind of haven't grown full back in. So that just kind of helps to finish it off. Now I want everything to stay in place. So, and because I know I'm gonna be playing netball later and I'll be a little bit sweaty, I'm gonna use my powder. So you can, with the powder concealer brush, it's great because you can have the 2 edges. And if you have any problems with your makeup kind of running underneath your eyes or Sorry, I had a little bit out there. And what's great about the liquid shadows is you can kind of just blend them out with your finger. If you have any makeup running underneath your eyes, or you have fine lines underneath your eyes, set underneath your eyes with a setting powder. It's gonna make sure those fine lines don't become real apparent, and it's also gonna keep your makeup from moving, especially underneath your eyes if that's where you struggle with it. So then I'm just gonna flip to the other side, tapping my brush so I don't get too much. I'm just setting that BB cream in place so it's not gonna budge. Between the primer and the setting powder, that really helps your makeup to stay. Again, it's all about the quality of the makeup and kind of different things you can do to make it last throughout the day. So let's finish off with our lips. Again, I've kind of grabbed a neutral color. This is our matte liquid lipstick. So it kind of looks like a gloss in terms of the applicator, but it's matte lipstick. It also has a staining agent. So when you use anything with a staining agent, make sure you're exfoliating your lips. That way you don't end up seeing any of the cracks. So I'm just gonna scrape. Again, this is all highly pigmented. Doesn't need a lot. This is the color Sublime. So really great neutral color. So I just like to line my lips and then fill in. And there we go, all done. It's quick, easy, simple, kind of no makeup look today. Using the BB cream, a couple of the liquid shadows, and then also the matte liquid lipstick. So that's it for me today. As I said, if you want any tips, like I mentioned on the blending bud, let me know and I can send you that. And otherwise, don't forget we have a great bundle this month. Your choice of any two of the liquid shadows, your choice of any lip products, so it can be any of the 5. And it also comes with your choice of a blush or a lip exfoliator. You can also add to one of our foundations as well, so up to 30% off. So if you want any more information on that, let me know. Otherwise, I hope you all have a lovely start to your week and a great Monday. Thanks so much for joining me. Take care.